What's going on, everybody? Welcome here to a new video. Today we're doing something a little bit different, not a typical mock draft video that I've been doing. Still draft focused content that we're looking at prospects for top 10 teams that I think fit really well with that team, right? I want to clarify, this is not a mock draft. This is not who I think the teams will pick. This is not a mock draft. This is simply the top 10 teams, like in the order, the top 10 picks, and a prospect who I think could go in that range, not necessarily who I think will pick, but could go in that range who fits really well on that team. All right? Again, not a mock draft. We're going for fit here. Now, this is a video that I worked really, really hard on. I have finally figured out OBS, and I've set it up along with graphics and the face cam, and I have an overlay and everything for this video. So this is the highest production video I've ever made, probably, and it's not even that production. I just needed to figure out graphics and an overlay, but I've done that. I think it looks good. So we're going to get into this. Obviously, number one pick in the draft is going to be Caleb Williams, and I don't know why I said it like it's a mock draft. As far as fit goes, we're going to be talking mainly about the fit instead of like the player being drafted to that team. As far as the fit goes, Williams just makes sense. The Bears have a pretty heavy run offense, so it can take some pressure off of Williams, as well as they like to get Justin Fields out of the pocket a lot, and that works well for Caleb Williams, who is an incredible improviser. If you're going to move on from Fields, going to someone with a slightly similar build and play style works, and Williams has the arm to stretch the field down to a guy like DJ Moore, as well as, just improvise. I don't know if they're going to re-sign Darnell Mooney. You probably need to get another weapon there for Caleb Williams, but he just kind of fits the Bears. If you're going to start fresh, why not go out and get the number one guy in the draft? Moving on here. Next, we've got the Washington Commanders taking Drake May. Again, this is not a mock draft, but I think it fits here. Incredible arm, right? On timing with his throws, can make quick reads, has a good sense of the pocket. I really like Drake May as a prospect. I know people don't like him for some reason. I think that's just prospect fatigue. He's still really, really good. The thing about Drake May with fitting here on the Commanders is you have a guy like Jahan Dotson, really fast, can stretch the field, can also go underneath. You have Terry McLaurin, an incredible deep threat. Drake May with that arm is going to be able to, I think, unleash another level on those guys that we haven't seen yet. And I also think just new head coach in there, new system. I think it's going to be something that the Commanders are going to be very happy to restart over with Drake May in as that guy. Going here next to the Patriots, again, not a mock draft. This is just a player I think will fit well. I personally think they will take a quarterback, but as far as fit goes, I think Joe Alt makes sense. Joe Alt had a really, really good year this past season. The Patriots desperately need tackle, and Joe Alt is maybe the most well-rounded tackle prospect. Great pass blocker, great run blocker, really, really good size. Maybe not as athletic as a guy like Fuaga or Latham or Olu Fashanu, but a really, really just sound, solid blocker, and someone that I think can come in, start for the Patriots right away, and block for whoever they have, if that's the system. Patriots have always, even without Bill Belichick, have always prioritized the offensive line. I think that will continue. I think potentially Alt could be a great fit for them. Going on here, number 4, I've got the Arizona Cardinals with Marvin Harrison Jr., right? I do think Marv will be the first non-quarterback off the board. I think it will be at number 4, but again, not a mock draft. As far as fit goes, they just need weapons, right? Murray played good when he came back. You got Hollywood Brown, Michael Wilson, who you drafted last year, who I like a little bit. Trey McBride really broke out. Rondell Moore's all right, but you just need you need a number 1. You need a true number 1, and Marv is that guy. He can run any route you want him to. I think he's going to fit well with Kyler Murray, someone that Murray can just trust and be like, you're there. I'm going to throw you the ball. And I think that would just going to work well for the Cardinals. Marv, I think, can fit on any team, but as far as just need goes, the Cardinals work well for him. Next here with the Los Angeles Chargers, I have them taking Brock Bowers. I will be doing this in every mock draft from moving on forward, just because it makes so much sense, and obviously this is fit, so we're going to talk about why it makes so much sense right now. Jim Harbaugh is their coach now. If you knew one thing about Jim Harbaugh in Michigan, he loved the tight ends at Michigan. He loved to incorporate them in the offense, to use them. Bowers would be the best tight end that Jim Harbaugh has ever had, right? And extremely athletic, smart, produce big numbers, great blocker, but an even better receiver. Great hands, moves fluid in space. I mean, great route runner, just gets open. And he's someone that Jim Harbaugh will probably be so excited if he's there at number 5, because you can incorporate him into that offense with Justin Herbert. And I think Harbaugh would jump at the chance, turn in that draft card immediately for Brock Bowers. Also taking a time out here in the middle of the video here, just appreciate the graphics. I spent a lot of time on this. I am not very good at creating graphics, but I think it looks pretty decent. You know, you have the little thing on the side, and down below you've got all the socials. Of course, follow those. We got the podcast, the Instagram, the Twitter, and just a little subscribe button. And my name, so cool. I'm impressed with myself. You don't have to disregard. I'm impressed with myself. Number 6, we have the New York Giants, and I think Jaden Daniels fits them so well, right? Daniel Jones is an athletic quarterback with a big arm. Jaden Daniels is an athletic quarterback with a big arm who's better than Daniel Jones, right? Slide in instantly. You don't have to change too much as far as that offense goes. He can still run. He's a better runner than Daniel Jones. Similar arm strength. He's way more accurate. He's smarter than Daniel Jones. As far as who you have in that wide receiver core, you don't have a lot, right? You've got speed and Jalen Hyatt and Wan'Dale Robinson who can stretch the field. I think Hyatt and Jaden Daniels could unleash a whole new archetype for that Giants offense, because Daniels is an incredible deep ball thrower and Hyatt can stretch the field with his speed and get open down the field. Those two make the fit alone. But another thing is just the Giants are run heavy. All right, we don't know if they're going to bring back Saquon Barkley, but even if they're not bringing him back, they're still a run heavy team, and that plays to Daniels' strengths. You can get him out in space on designed runs, options. He can scramble, right? If they're so focused on a play action, so focused on the running back, now Daniels is another option for them. And I think the fit there just makes too much sense. Plus, Jaden Daniels likes to throw to his tight end, and if Darren Waller stays healthy, that's a good target for Daniels. Going over here, Tennessee at 7. I think a fit for them would be Talise Fuaga, right? Mauler in the run game. I've said this every single mock draft video, but there's no other way to describe him. Mauler in the run game. Incredible athlete, great size. He had a really good one-on-ones at the Senior Bowl this past week. I'm filming this after the Senior Bowl just finished. This is also going to be uploaded on the day, so we have the weekend to watch this video. But he just fits that Titan system. I know even without Mike Vrabel, now you've got Brian Callahan in there. But what did Brian Callahan do in Cincinnati, right? He ran the ball to set up Joe Burrow. And what is he going to do in Tennessee? He's going to run the ball to set up Will Levis. And how do you run the ball? You start with a run game offensive tackle. Number 8, we have the Falcons. This is a fit that I had to talk myself into initially. I wasn't really sure I liked it, but now I do. The Falcons taking Rome Odunze. He is incredible, right? Great speed, gets downfield, gets open downfield, catches the ball, great hands, great route runner, moves fluid in space, and great size. And he's very comparable to Drake London in that sense, except Odunze I think is a little more athletic, faster, and London a little bit more plays on his size. But the Falcons, I think they could go quarterback, but you don't want to reach on a guy you're not sure on, like a McCarthy or a Penix or a Nix. And I think the fit of just getting another weapon, whether you're going to try to sign a veteran this offseason or give Ritter one more chance, you always can need a deep threat wide receiver. And considering the fact that they just don't, I don't know. The Falcons just confuse me. I think they just need more offensive weapons. And it's kind of where this comes from, is just the fact that I think they need more weapons. But yeah, Rome Odunze to the Falcons. At 9, I think this is maybe one of the best fits of this video here. Prospect fitting Cooper DeJean into the Bears at 9. The Bears need defensive back help. They need secondary help. And Cooper DeJean is a certified dog of a defensive back. Great athlete. Played outside corner in college. Some people think he can stick. Some people think he'll head to safety. Either way, he has the versatility to do both. And that versatility offers the Bears a lot. Because you can play him at corner on the other side of Jalen Johnson. You can move him back. You can disguise him in coverages. And I think I flirted with Odunze here as a fit, as well as Brian Thomas Jr., because getting that Williams, that weapons that I talked about at the beginning of the video. But I just think Cooper DeJean makes too much sense to improve that Bears secondary. As far as fit and schemes go, Coverage scheme is a little different. It's going to change as far as the Bears go, but I don't think that's anything for DeJean to have to. I don't think it's going to be a huge learning curve there. I think DeJean's a smart enough player. He can figure it out on the fly. Our last fit here for the video, only doing the top 10. If you guys want me to finish out the rest of the draft by doing this, leave a like and let me know in the comments if you like this type of video. Shorter form content, only 10 players we're going over, but it took a while for me to actually figure that out. But now that I have it figured out, all I'd have to do is just make the graphics for the rest of the teams. If you guys want to see that, let me know. But last one here, New York Jets with Tyler Guyton. This one I think is a very real possibility to actually happen in the draft, but fit-wise, it makes sense. You're getting Aaron Rodgers back, probably. How do you protect Aaron Rodgers? You go out there and get one of the best pass blockers. I think the best pure pass blocker in this class. Guyton is a monster of a man, very athletic, great pass blocker. I wouldn't say a project, but he's got some things he can improve on, but that more comes in the run game aspect. As far as pass blocking, he's really good, recognizes where he needs to go, has a good plan of how to stop the edge rusher, plays with a good pad level, and just protecting Rodgers when you're not sure about Mekhi Becton because he's good when he's on the field, but he has to be on the field. Getting a certified tackle here at 10 would make sense, and Guyton fits the Jets the best where they want to go pass heavy when Rodgers comes back. Even though you have Breece Hall, even without Rodgers, they passed more than they ran this past season. But that's going to do it for these prospect fits. We'll go back to our thumbnail slide here. I thought it was really cool with the changing of the slides and all that. I was impressed with myself. Again, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know that you kind of like the draft content keeping up. I like to do draft content. It's my favorite type of thing, what I want to specialize in. This and college football. So up until the draft and even after the draft, we're going to be doing a lot of videos. Hopefully more videos like this with the graphics and the overlays and the higher production. But yeah, that's about all I got for me. Check out, we'll end on the Caleb Williams slide here so you guys can see all the socials. Go follow me on there, and I'll see y'all in next week's video.